Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today I wanted to talk about some of the hottest Matchbox and Hot Wheels 5-packs out on the market today. Go through, dissect them, take a look at some of the hottest cars out of those sets. And then I'll also talk about the long-term value of Hot Wheels 5-packs, going through some very specific examples. And we'll start up with the Matchbox 5-pack, so there's no getting around it. The car that drew me to this had to be the Datsun 510. We've seen this a number of times in the main line, as well as many times as multi-pack exclusives out of the 9-packs and 5-packs. But what makes this time different is that it does have the lamleygroup seal right there on the front fender. So I gotta support a fellow YouTuber, and a great one at that, one of my own personal inspirations, lamleygroup, Mr. John Lambert himself. So let's get this out of pack and take a better look. So Matchbox definitely took a different approach with the Datsun 510. They gave us a 4-door rally version of it. It's got a spare tire up on the roof rack. They even gave it mud flaps, which is pretty neat. Currently right now, this Datsun 510 sells for about $3 to $4, whereas the 5-pack overall only costs about $5.50. So pretty neat that the majority of the value can be had with just this one car. I will still say that my favorite version of this Datsun 510 from Matchbox is the first edition, where there was a wheel variation, as well as we did get full tampos on the top roof of the car where we could see the spare tire, and it really just looked a lot more rally with the mud splatter in the front end. Next up, we got Nightburners from 2022. This one is no doubt for the JDM fans. You got the yellow FC RX-7, you got the white Honda Prelude, and then my personal favorite, the tan Datsun 620. This one decked out in Kaido livery, and fun fact, this is actually reminiscent of Junimai's personal Datsun 620. Similar in color. I know the decal graphics were a little bit different. I know June has since sold this car, but nonetheless, it's just cool that Hot Wheels paid homage to June. So you know the drill, we're going to get these open and take a closer look. So let's actually start up with this McLaren Speedtail. Not a huge fan of this car or this cast, but after further review, this car does look pretty neat next to the McLaren P1, also a multi-pack exclusive that I'd gotten from the 9-packs. These two make a nice pair to add to the collection. Next up, you got the yellow FC RX-7. This car has been released a number of times, but I honestly could say that this yellow with the white wheel contrast looks the best in my personal opinion. It kind of has that Initial D vibe, but I think the FC RX-7 in that cartoon actually was white. I'm thinking more of the yellow FD, but nonetheless, a great cast, great car. Gotta add this one to the collection. Then you got the white Honda Prelude, and this one just looks good, almost sinister. I know it's a white car, but I think with the contrast of the white wheels and just looking pretty sleek in general, this cast looks good. This white color really allows you to see a lot of the definition in this cast. Oh man, and then you got the star of the show. You got the Kaidohouse Datsun 620. Just looks great. It's a gloss paint. Kind of wish they would have went with the matte, because I feel like the car in real life was more of a matte tan, but nonetheless looks good. It's got the Kaidohouse zeros. It's got Kaidohouse listed 3 times on the side profile of this car, but man, it looks good. And the odd thing about the Datsun 622 is I feel like it's really dropped off from a popularity standpoint, so hopefully this car can rejuvenate a little bit of that fire that it used to have a couple years back. So with the popularity of these casts, it's no surprise that each one of these cars brings about $5 to $6 on the secondary market, which is 3 times what you're paying for this 5-pack. So pretty awesome value there. What's even better, guys, is that 5-pack, if you were to buy the complete 5-pack on the secondary market, you're paying about $15. So the funny thing is that even loose, these cars maintain their value, which is a big bonus for collectors that actually want to take the cars out of pack. You don't have to keep the cars inside of these 5-packs in order for them to maintain value. So that's a pretty interesting concept. Loose cars have just as much value as cars that are still within pack, and that's a little bit reverse logic when compared to basic mainlines and premiums, right? Where if you take it out of pack, they instantly lose 30 to 50% of their value. Let's take a look at some of these older 5-packs and see if it holds true. So this is a car meet 5-pack from 2018. Just looking up eBay prices, this STI out of that pack sells for about $5, and I would imagine the drag strip Gasser 55 as well as the Julian Coils Ford Mustang probably sell for about $5 a piece too. So that's $15 just on those 3 cars, and this 5-pack sells for $15 right now in the secondary market. Next up, you got the Night Burners 5-pack from 2021, so just last year. Right now, the Datsun 510 wagon, which was essentially the star of that pack, sells for about $3 to $4. And if you take into account the secondary market values of the Viper, the Porsche, the Ford Escort, as well as the Corvette, all licensed models, that comes out to about $12 to $15. And again, on the secondary market, that sealed 5-pack Night Burners from 2021 sells for about $12. This Lamborghini Murcielago SV came out of a Lamborghini 5-pack. It was exclusive. I remember this was a big deal when it was released a couple of years ago because this Murcielago SV has only been released 2 other times. One time in the Speed Machine series in yellow, which goes for a pretty penny right now. I believe it's in that $200 threshold. And then a second time in a Target exclusive Decade series in white. That one also goes for a decent amount in about the $50 to $75 range. But this was the 3rd time it was released in this gray and orange livery. Looks really good. I remember the first time I saw this 5-pack, I made sure to pick it up. Got the Lamborghini. I didn't really care too much for the other Lamborghinis, but to my surprise, guys, this 5-pack right now sells for about $25. Each one of those Lamborghinis sell on the secondary market for about $5 to $6 a piece. So again, another example where the cars inside in loose form equal out to the cost of the 5-pack on a secondary market standpoint. Last example here, I have this Flag Flyers 5-pack from 2003 with the very sought after Nissan Skyline R32, the original cast with the Japan logo on the side there. This one goes for a decent amount of money right now. The 5-pack itself, right now, secondary market is around $25. But if you look up just the value of the Skyline alone, it's about $18 to $20. You tack in the other 4 cars, it's about $25. So very interesting that 5-packs, even long-term value, have just as much value sealed as they do the cars in loose form. I think the only thing keeping me from opening up this 5-pack and really just enjoying that R32 in there is the fact that it is pretty much mint. I purchased this off of someone at a local car meet for just $5. I thought that was such a steal, and if you look at it, there's actually a little hanger tab in the back that's never even been popped up yet. So I think this is just such a nice, clean example of this 5-pack that is still in pretty new condition. But this really does bring up the question, why are loose cars out of 5-packs just as valuable loose as they are sealed? I think it comes down to how these 5-packs are stored. If you wanted to display this 5-pack, it's going to take up a lot of room. And in all honesty, there's probably only 1 to 3 cars out of this 5-pack that you actually want, which means that you have to display the other cars that you don't really like in your room, in your display area, and I think that's just not ideal. So that is why loose cars out of 5-packs and multi-packs in general maintain their value. Another area where I feel like 5-packs and multi-packs in general are missing the boat right now is from a retail price standpoint. So you would think that if you're buying a 5-pack of cars from Hot Wheels, from your general retail stores, you would think that you'd get some kind of discount, but it actually seems to cost a little bit more. So right now 5-packs cost about $5.50 to $6. 9-packs are in the $10 range already. So it seems like the price per car is a lot more than just your basic main lines where you're buying individual cars at about $1.15 a piece. And on top of that, you have to buy cars out of those multi-packs that you don't necessarily even want. So I can see why the multi-packs are not growing as much in popularity and why majority of collectors are skipping on them. So those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think about 5-packs and multi-packs in general down in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.